supported 600 organizations. Employees gave back over $200,000 and logged nearly 5,000 volunteer hours across Louisiana, all in 2023. That's what keeps CLECO energized.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It is 90 degrees. That's on our sensor there out at the radio station on Texas Avenue for Son-in-Law Broadcasting. 1017, already in the 90s. Guess what? It's going to be hot today. Dew point 75. I can't look at this anymore because I just, I need to see something refreshing. There we go. We have Toledo Bend, where on the water, it's actually a little cooler. 85 degrees, dew point 78, though, so you got that not going for you. We have a little bit to talk about. Let me tell you this. So there is a certain medication you take when you have what I had this week, and it works. It knocked everything out. I mean, I still have a little bit of congestion, but I'm good. But it makes everything taste like you brushed your teeth and then drank a cup of orange juice. So that's not cool. And then it goes away as the effects of it go away. So this was my last dose this morning, and I'm not going to miss it. I just saw a fish jump. Well, that was cool. And there's a boat. Everything's fallen into place, folks. So it looks like another very hot one today. Storms are dying out across Arkansas right now. A few of those kind of lingering back into Oklahoma. These should not make it here. But I think we could see enough of a little outflow sneak into the area where, at least in the northern half of the area, we see some showers and storms today. I'm watching all this, because I'm looking at radar, just kind of waiting for my turn to get the rain. I've been showing you the last 24 hours and who gets the rain. It's not me, apart from that one little sprinkle I had overhead a few days ago. So we still have heat warnings and heat advisories in effect. Again, the kind of line of demarcation here is about 110 degrees. If you're going to be above 110 on the heat index, it is going to be a warning. If it's below, if it's 105 to 110, you're in the advisory. And by the way, if you're kind of a weather nerd and look at the observations, there are some observation points that are running a little crazy right now, one of those being Oakdale. I saw yesterday, I think it was 108 degrees at 2 o'clock, and that was not the case. So they're running about 10 degrees hot, so don't pay attention to that. That's going to play havoc with some of the apps, too, because they ingest those local readings in like that, and it's not good for reality here. So we're going to see temperatures up close to 100 today. Did not hit it yesterday. I checked once again, 99 degrees at the airport. Overnight lows, upper 70s, near 80 degrees because we have all that moisture in the air mass, and it's looking like that's going to change as well. So for today, no raindrops showing up in the planner, but they'll be in the 7-day, because I think when we I don't want to say it's going to be storming at 5 or 2. Better chance at 5 than 2, but still not a great chance today, but I think about a 30% coverage on those showers and storms for us. So it is going to rain for some. Here's the best chance to show you where it's going to rainfall here, or where it's going to rain here. Maybe I'm not all the way back yet. Early in the day, it looks like down south. Later in the day, we're going to see a better chance up north, and those could even linger into the evening. So after sunset, I think we're going to start to see rain chances come down, but it's not going to be like automatic. So we are going to see those rain chances probably linger until 10 or 11 o'clock. Yesterday, had one good shower form down there south of LeCount near Cheneyville, and had also some around Ville Platte, and then into western St. Landry Parish, western Beauregard Parish also saw some rain. Maryville checking in with a little bit as well. So we saw the rain. We actually have a marginal risk for severe weather. Whoa, that totally took my focus. National Black Cat Appreciation Day. How did I miss that? Oh, actually, I should have known that. Anyway, I saw a memory in Facebook, and it was a weird picture of Cleo. So yeah, that works. So we have the marginal risk for severe weather up to the north of I-20 for today. But look at this here on day 3, which today's day 1, so that would be Monday. We actually have a marginal risk for severe weather, as that front's going to kind of backdoor into the area. And what that means is, let me show you. So what that means is, a front is typically going to come down through Shreveport, kind of run down I-49. Whoops, that's the Gina camera. That should be back up here this weekend. Sorry, I tried to get creative and it did not pan out. There we go. So up here to the northwest. That's where the fronts usually come in. If they're backdooring, they come more toward Jackson. They just kind of sag in that way from Mississippi. So coming in from the northeast as opposed to the northwest, it kind of sneaks in. And that's how this front's going to come into the area. And it's going to kind of line up to where we get thunderstorms that are running along that boundary from the northwest to the southeast. And those are going to come into the area and give us at least some chance for a severe storm. And I think Tuesday that could happen again. I actually think rainfall totals may be a little light on this map, but you can see see we're starting to see a little bit more come into the area with a tenth to a half an inch probable within the next few days. After the front comes through on Tuesday, we're going to dry out, and it's going to be a welcome kind of dry because it's going to be lower humidity. And there goes Ernesto. It looks like it's still cranking out there, but this thing never really came together as like some sort of massive beast out in the Atlantic Ocean. It's definitely not something I'd want to meet with my sailboat, but it is a storm that is not one of those that became a Category 3, 4, or anything like that. Winds, in fact, down to 80 miles per hour, and there you go, Ernesto off to the northeast, rapidly out to the high seas there as it makes the trek toward Europe and becomes an extratropical or mid-latitude cyclone, which is just your typical low pressure. 7-day forecast. How about some scattered storms today? And how about some scattered storms Monday and Tuesday? They actually could. I mean, in some cases, I could see rain chances continuing to step up a bit. I went with the dreaded 50% coin flip, which just means you have a typical day, you may have a 20% chance. This means it's about 2.5 times as likely to see rain on a typical summer day. Monday and Tuesday, temperatures come down Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're going to be in the low to mid 90s, overnight lows upper 60s to near 70. That means someone where that drier air really settles in, most likely up toward Gina or Faraday. You're probably going to be down around 65. So it's not fall, but it's a step in the right direction, and again, some rain, which will be welcome across the area. As if we don't see, appreciable rain here in the next week or two, we could start to see some more drought classifications popping up, and we don't want to do that. We just want to slip into fall and enjoy the cool weather and not have to worry about that stuff. Here is your end of August. That means we're heading towards September. It's close. I know we're not quite there yet, but it looks like we're going to be above normal as we end the month, and then we're going to see those rain chances actually starting to creep back up. It looks like what we're going to have is a trough out to the east that's going to kind of pinch off, and it's going to rotate toward the west, and that could bring us some showers toward the end of the month, especially in the earlier part of this forecast around the 25th, 26th. But I don't see anything tropically speaking on the way for the next 10 days. Nothing really showing up that would be strong. We have that little upper wave that's going to move overhead, but nothing that is going to bring us any big threats locally. And if we can get through August without that, I mean, we still have a ways to go, but that's great news if we can do that. All right. Every day we are getting closer to fall. That is correct. And I cannot wait personally. I think most of you are okay with that kind of stuff. I know some people like the heat, but we've got to all appreciate fall around here where temperatures, 70s, 80s, lower humidity, lows in maybe the 50s, something like that. I can handle that. I think that's a fair compromise for people like me that like the cold and those of you that love the heat. That's it for today. I think I'll see you tomorrow afternoon is how we'll do it on Sunday. If I do see any storms pop up tomorrow, which I think tomorrow's kind of the in-between day. I think today we get those storms that come in from the north. Tomorrow's pretty dry and very hot. But then Monday and Tuesday, I'll actually be watching the radar for a little bit of severe threat. I don't know, Mom. You got to stay in tune with her on this black cat stuff. We know it all on that. And Mom has a black cat, too. We just love them. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Have a great Saturday. I'll see you back here tomorrow.